Here's the Nissan highlights.
Let's tell you the story of the day so far. 5:45 a.m. in Old Bathurst town. A remarkable start to the race with dramas up at turn 2. Nick Percat into the Maranello Motorsport Ferrari. Damage to both cars, ultimately terminal for both of them. This was Chris van der Drift, who had a wild moment in the Porsche at the top of the hill. Jared McLeod, the Mark Cars Australia Ford Focus, the CCV number 94 car, Mazda I should say, off at the Caltex chase. Shane van Gisbergen, meanwhile, had to deal with the rising sun over at Skyline. And big story, car number 11 in contention for much of the day. And then an enormous impact at the dipper. You could hear the crunch, took them out of contention. Warren Luff, from third on the road, was the first in a series of key contenders, John, to drop themselves out of the motor race.
Battle of the confectioners at the elbow. Is that a caramel barrage? Not sure about that one, but the Donut King cars came off the worst. Huge spin at the top of the mountain for the Porsche Cayman number 16. Fabian Hamprecht was so lucky to get away with that one, and it wasn't all over for the Donut King Ford either. Grassy moment there. And then another issue for that Mark Cars Australia machine.
They've been in the wars today. This was Tony Quinn just taking some evasive action. This was a key moment. Alvaro Prent, the Portuguese driver, factory McLaren star, could not get the car rolling, had to do a master reset, parked on the side of the road on pit straight, got it going again, but lost the lead because of it and dropped back. However, that car has rotated itself back towards the front of the field as it goes on. Traffic has been the underlying story of the day, and that same driver was pretty frustrated.
Great work in the pits by the M Sport Bentley guys, mirroring the drivers out on the circuit. That put them in contention. Not so good down at Erebus, looking after two Mercedes-Benz. Watch the rig get pulled over as they try to do the tyre change. Just disastrous, and lost them a whole heap of time.
That car's still in contention though, but it's hurt them at drop and track position. Car number 10, the first in a series of problems for the Bentleys. Somehow they've remained in contention for this. The number 5 Audi found the fence on the entry to the dipper, somehow kept it out of it in a big way, but a bit of damage to the right front corner. Vicious Rumour Racing had dramas. David Russell had to be very slow negotiating the Ferrari around the outside of the dipper, and that car would strike dramas a little bit later on.
Traffic again, and once again, hands off the wheel from the 36 car. Erebus Motorsport desperately trying to keep themselves in contention.
Massive 360 spin for Steve Owen it was. Luke Gilden, I think, in the number 32 car.